Talk about the homer. How good was it? And it went a long way.
Yeah, I mean, it just felt good to finally hit a ball in the barrel in the air. You know, it felt like I haven't really been doing that as much. Just to be able to just put a good swing on a pitch, and obviously it helped us was huge.
How fitting was it that Lindor initiated the meeting yesterday and then goes 4 for 4?
It was great. It was great. Obviously, I think it was one of the better meetings I think I've had as far as positivity and, you know, us leaving a meeting actually confident after leaving a meeting that I've had in my career. So I think it was a very healthy meeting afterwards.
How much had you seen Thompson last year and years past?
A lot.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of history.
There's his funky style maybe isn't so much to you.
I mean, it's still funky.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you don't see it often. You see it maybe with him and Tyler Rogers, you know, or Taylor Rogers, I don't know.
Yeah, whichever.
You know, those guys kind of very similar. So, just unicorn kind of deliveries.
When you say you left that meeting yesterday confident, just what about the meeting kind of gave you that confidence?
Just the atmosphere, just the, you know, the way everyone, you know, interacted and how we all left. It wasn't kind of just, you know, one of those meetings where we just kind of just, okay, we gotta be better. It was like, no, we just start having fun again and start enjoying this. If we lose, we lose. You know, we're putting the pressure on ourselves at this point, and I mean, I think it's clear as day. You know, we're in every single game, and it's been a struggle, you know, towards the end, and to me that tells me that it's just a pressure thing. Those are things you can turn quick. It's not like we're going out there and getting blown out every night. We're in every single game all year. Everyone we've lost, we've been in every single one of them. And I think it was just, I don't know, I think everyone just was able to talk, get a couple things off their chest, and everybody left in a very positive way. So we're just excited everybody to come to the ballpark today.
You've been on a lot of really good teams. Is there anything that you kind of imparted just from your experience, you know, getting to that top level at all during the meeting?
Yeah, I mean, you know, just like I said, you know, talking about the pressure, and it doesn't exist, you know? I mean, if like I said in the meeting, you know, no one thinks we're going to win 100 games this year. I guarantee you can ask everybody. Everyone's going to put all their money that we're not. We have no pressure on us, you know? The pressure is on everyone else right now. Let them have it. If we lose, we lose. They already think we're the worst in baseball, you know? So let's just go out there, do what we do. We know we have a really good team. We know we have a really good, you know, just roster up and down. We have a lot of guys that, you know, I face a lot of these guys, and they're not fun to face. They're not, you know, uncomfortable at bats. And our team is, you know, I think it's a team that can produce runs, and I think we have, you know, a legit, you know, competitive team day in and day out. I mean, we're showing it every single day. We go out there and we compete.
Christian, Carlos was saying, you know, they really made you work today. What did they do so well to get your pitch count up?
I thought I put myself in bad situations early. Didn't get ahead. Only, I think it was, I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but I think it was about 7 first pitch strikes the whole game. So, I mean, when you're battling from behind the whole game, you know, that's going to raise your pitch count and not let you go deep into games. But I thought this is a great team win. Needed this one. I think Narvi called a hell of a game. And Lindor does what leaders do. You know what I mean? They come up when we need them. 4 hits stays huge for us. So I'm really excited to get the win.
What does it do for a room when you have that meeting yesterday that's called by Lindor, and then he's the one that goes out and has that type of performance?
That's what great leaders do. You know what I mean? That's why he's here. That's why he's one of our captains. That's why he's our captain. It's just comes out here when we need him, and he comes here every day. Works really, really hard, and you know when you need a performance like that out of him, we get it. So I mean, 4 hits for him is huge today, huge for us. JD, Marte. I mean, that's what great leaders do. They come in when we need them and have quality at bats and string them together.
How would you sort of describe your 5 starts so far? I mean, do you feel like you've gotten more comfortable as it's kind of gone?
Yeah, I mean, just learning every start. Thought I've thrown okay. Nothing great. Just being able to go out there and compete every pitch, you know what I mean? Just, you know, not having my great stuff every time out, just going out there and find a way to get outs, you know, get ourselves in the best position to win a game that I possibly can and take it from there.
What do you think's allowed you to kind of have this consistency over 5 starts, kind of just getting thrown right into it?
I'm confident in my work and routine. Just a lot of work goes into, you know, going out there and throwing every 5-6 days, whenever it is. But I mean, just going out there and competing the best of my ability, trusting my teammates really, and RV. They've called great games. So I've been back there really just riding their wave. Just got to do a better job getting ahead, especially with the off-speed stuff and not let them sit too much on it here. But I thought the team did a great job today to be able to string this one together.
Pitching deep in counts like that, is there anything that kind of allowed you to kind of stick with it and go through and make sure you kind of limited the damage there?
I wouldn't say anything in particular. I thought Narvi did a great job keeping off balance. The sweeper for strikes was huge to righties, and the split for strikes was big to lefties today. And then again, just the fastball at the top of the zone and making baby with it. I mean, going out there and I'm going to throw my stuff, and I'm going to try to power in the middle of the zone, limit free base runners, and see what happens after that.
At what point today did you realize you'd be good to go?
Honestly, it was kind of just like a progressive thing, just to go through normal activity and just check boxes. So like throwing and fielding was fine. Then I did my normal cage routine, and then it felt fine. And I did some strength testing with the trainers, and pretty much they were like, whatever you can tolerate, then yeah, you got the green light, whatever you feel comfortable doing. And I was really happy with how everything responded in just a short matter of time. Again, I know I said this before, but I feel very fortunate and lucky. And yeah, I feel like I definitely dodged a bullet. So I'm very fortunate and very thankful. I'm happy I was able to impact the game in a positive manner tonight as well.
Pete, when you have a day like yesterday where you guys call a players-only meeting, just in your opinion, how imperative is it to come out the next day the way that you didn't get the win so that you can maintain some of that positive momentum?
I mean, honestly, I think today was a great day, regardless of the team meeting or not. I think we did a great job of breaking the cycle of obviously the losing, and once you get out of that cycle, we can start to build day to day. But you can't really think of a whole big picture. I mean, for us, I wasn't a part of that meeting. I was at the hospital, but the biggest thing is from what I heard from the guys is like everything's day to day. We're going to try and go 1-0 every day, and we're just going to be ultra focused and not worry about the big picture. We're just going to be focused on day to day, whatever we got, and whoever we got, we're going to win, and that's the whole focus.
How fitting was it that Lindor had 4 hits and drove in 2 to 3 runs?
I'm really happy for him. I mean, he did a wonderful job tonight. I mean, he played his tail off, and he was huge for us tonight. It was awesome. It was awesome for him, and awesome for us for sure.
When you say you were told whatever you can tolerate, does it hurt when you swing right now?
No, I mean I felt pretty normal in the cage, and that's why I was available. If it hurt and it got to the point where I didn't feel like my normal self, then I'd back off a little bit. But I kept testing it, and kept feeling good, and I felt normal. I had a ton of feedback from J-Bone and Chavi, and they're like, yeah, you look normal, you're going about your work. We have like all the sensors and whatever, and exit velos were pretty normal, bat speed was normal, so like, hey, yeah, you look good on our end. So it's just a matter of like, hey, do you feel good? And for me, I felt as normal as I can, especially from what happened yesterday. But I mean, I'm really thankful and feel really blessed for sure.
How does it feel right now? Do you feel anything, or is it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go get treatment, and I'm gonna continuously do the best I can to get the swelling out. But yeah, I'm gonna keep playing for sure.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Initiating the team meeting, and then you go out and get 4 hits. Could you talk about how good you felt?
I mean, it felt good to contribute to a team win. This is not about be the main character of hold the team meeting. That's not what it's about. You know, anybody could have a good night tonight, and I would have been happy. It just worked out. It was me. Tomorrow's gonna be someone else, unless we start winning and we play with the same intensity and the same focus of same level of paying attention to the details like we did today. That's what we got to do.
Did anything from that meeting kind of resonate with you or maybe motivate you to have your big game today?
Focusing on the process and just being better, having an urgency of winning.
when you're out there, you're playing with passion and joy. How important is it to maintain that even through the process when you're going through tough times like you have in recent?
Extremely important. Extremely important. I feel like vibes are the most important thing on a daily basis. You know, you got to be optimistic. You got to stay upbeat. You got to stay in a state of mind where you believe you can do anything. And playing with a lot of energy, playing with a lot of passion, and with joy, it's a good step towards ending on top every night.
I realize every game is important, but just the way you guys have been going, did today feel a little bit more important?
Yesterday felt very important too. Just worked out that today we won. We shook hands today. But every day is important. There's not a day that feels different than the other. There's some days that do hurt more than the others, and there's days that, you know, there's more guys that are happier because it's when a lot of guys contribute to a team win, you feel the vibes a little bit more upbeat. But at the end of the day, every game matters, and from here on, we got to focus on the task in front of our hands day in and day out. Enjoy this one for a little bit, and then next, turn the page, focus on tomorrow.
What's kept you in a positive mood despite the slow start? What kept you going?
I'm not as bad as I have been, and I'm not as good as what I showed today. You know, today 4 for 4. That's a great day. I'm not that good. You know, I'm gonna have ups and downs again. Just understanding that the highs are gonna come and the lows are gonna come. You just gotta stay in the middle and just be the best version of myself day in and day out.
How difficult is it a day like today when you're facing a different reliever every time you're batting from both sides of the plate? Like, what are kind of the challenges you go through in a game like that?
Hats off to the hitting coaches for preparing us and being ready and making us being ready for every at bat. You know, as soon as Gallen went down, hopefully he's okay. It was just a matter of hurry up and figure out who's going to come up and preparing all of us. And then they were thinking along the game, saying, okay, this guy might come up now in this situation, and just be ready for this guy. Just anticipating and just being ready to continue to execute. That's all that matters.